Okay, so I want to make a brief video about unfucking yourself. Yeah, you heard that right. Unfuck yourself. So we all know that fucking feels good. So if you haven't had a fuck in ages, I suggest you do it. But unfucking yourself feels just as good. So, first question, has this year started the same as last year? Are you currently doing all the same crap, thinking the same way, doing all in the same vicious cycles as you were last year, and you thought January the 1st, that magical day, would be the big day that everything changed? Has it changed for you? Have a think about it. What's happened since January the 1st to now that's made this year different to last year? Because if you're just going through the same vicious cycle, you're doing the same stuff and nothing's changing, then 2017 is going to end the same way as 2016, being unfulfilled. Okay, so one of the big things, I wrote some notes, one of the big things is you need to tell yourself some different stories. So we know that we have about 50,000 thoughts per day. So that's a lot of thoughts. So if the majority of them are negative, so things such as I haven't got time, I can't do it, people will be looking at me, people will be judging me. So if you're spending most of your time and all your thoughts banging those and drilling these into your head, no wonder 2017 has started the same. So instead of filling yourself full of these, why don't you fill yourself with thoughts such as, I have got time? Because everyone has. It's what you prioritise your time with. But I have got time. I can do it. I might not break any world records, but I can certainly attend sessions. I can certainly go for a walk. I can certainly do a lot more than I'm telling myself I can do. And people are looking at me, people are bothered about me. Well, tell yourself that people aren't really that bothered about you, and they're not really looking at you. Because like I said, if you fill your head full of all this stuff, then, and you're constantly drilling in that you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't try it, people are looking, and you build up this big massive story, and this big massive mountain that you have to get up to, and then you look at it and you think that you haven't got it in you. Because all of these thoughts every single day. So for 2017 to be any different, it starts with your mindset. And to unfuck yourself, you have to start telling yourself different things. Things such as, you do deserve it. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everybody can be fit and healthy. Everyone can do it. It's just whether you decide to do it. I wrote an email the other day about a comment one of my clients said to me about how they wanted 2017 to be the year that they stopped disappointing themselves. And I tell you what, it must have took some balls to tell me that, to admit that, because we all know that we like to tell everyone everything's okay. How many times do you go around and when people ask you, okay, are you okay, you say yeah, but really deep down you're probably not okay, but you just don't want to say it, because saying it looks like we're weak and there's something wrong with us, and we don't want to portray that. Remember, one of the strongest things you can do is ask for help. Admit that there's a problem and ask for help. It's one of the strongest things you can do. One of the worst things you can do is stay in that cycle of unhappiness, being overweight, not happy with your health, and it's a vicious cycle. And then people claim that it's making them depressed, that it's getting that bad that they can't even do things. They can't even go out the house. They can't try new things. They're that worried about themselves and what people think. So that my client said to me 2017 was going to be the year that they're going to stop disappointing themselves. But how can you guarantee that you don't fuck up 2017? How can you guarantee that you don't fuck it up again? so that at the end of this year, you're not saying the same shit that you said last year. So there's two ways. Number one, stop fucking talking about it. Stop talking about it. Stop telling everyone how unhappy you are. Stop telling everyone that you want to do something. Just do it. Don't make this big story up on Facebook about how you're going to do something. Just do it. Just do it. Just start, whatever it may be. You can start as small as you want or as big as you want. I'd suggest that you start small and build your way in, because it's more sustainable. But whether it's starting with a walk, a light jog, or starting with drinking some water, or join a gym, whatever it may be, just start. Because starting will make you feel good. And that's all we're after. So when people say to me they want to get fit and lose a little bit of weight, or get toned and lose a little bit of weight, all they're really saying is, I just want to. I'm not feeling great, and I just want to feel happier and more confident within myself. So number one, stop fucking talking, and number two, be consistent no matter what. So if your results don't go quite the way that you want them to, on one particular week, you don't give up, do you? If your work life, if you went to work one week and you had a shit week, you don't quit, do you? And there's other areas in your life that you are not quitting, even though they're not going quite right, and you're sticking with it. So why can't you do that with your health and your fitness? Why can't you just make it that it's not a 4-week thing, it's not an 8-week thing, it's not a 1-week thing, whatever, it's a lifestyle thing. This is me, and this is the way I am now going to live. Because when I start exercising and I start eating well, I feel good. And then I know in my head that if I started it and it makes me feel good, then stopping it certainly will make me not feel good. So why would I want to hurt myself? Why would I want to hurt myself? Why would I want more negative thoughts going into those 50,000 thoughts I have per day? Why would I want more of them to be negative? And then I wonder why I'm self-conscious, my self-esteem's low, my confidence is low. But it's you and your actions, or your non-actions. So you need to make sure that you've got feedback. Feedback is fucking king to success. So a lot of us don't have feedback because we're scared. That's the number one. We're fearful. We're fearful of someone telling us or exposing us to what we're not really doing, or the results we're kind of not really getting. But that's the stuff we need to know. So if what we're doing is working, then the results will show. But for people who are scared to see those results, or people scared to get them, or hire a coach, or get weighed, get measured, or do some fitness testing, whatever, then you've got to ask yourself, why are you fearful? What are you afraid of? What is it that someone's going to see that's going to expose you? Because you might be one of those people that are writing all the good stuff on Facebook, but you're not actually following through. You're not actually following through. How many of you are guilty of writing a status on Facebook that you're going to do something and you didn't do it, but you didn't tell anyone you didn't do it? See, we're quick enough to jump on that bandwagon to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, which is great. But like I said at the start, one of the biggest things you can do is just keep quiet and just do it. And then report all your results afterwards. So, feedback, who are you getting it from? If you're getting it from yourself, you've got to be completely honest. But preferably, you should get it from someone else, and someone else that gives a fuck. Someone else that wants you to improve. Remember, most of your friends want you to stay in this little bubble. They don't really want you to excel too much. They don't want you to overtake them. So when you go to a coach, all they see is potential. All they see is what you're capable of. So go into them, they will constantly ask you to improve. Whereas people like your friends will be like saying, you're becoming obsessed. That favourite word, you're obsessed. You're spending too much time in the gym. You're not making enough time for me. Because what happens is you raise your game, but your friends don't raise theirs. So they're stuck down here, and you're raising up, and then it becomes a gap between you. And that's why you end up outgrowing people. So your feedback and who you hang around with is vitally important. So the fastest way to stay the same, which most of you are listening in, you don't want to stay the same. The fastest way to stay the same is stay with the same people, in the same environment, with the same expectations and the same standards. So if you do all that collectively, you will have the same 2017 like you've had 2016, 2015. Something has to change. So like I said, it could be the people that you hang around with. If you want to be different, you've got to hang around with people that have got what you want. Don't be afraid to hang around with people who are better than you, that should aspire you to improve. Okay? Hang around with people that have got what you want. Okay? Your environment, where do you hang around? What do you do? What do you spend your time doing? If it's just sat in front of the TV, or just constantly in pubs, or constantly doing shit that you shouldn't be doing. Okay? Remember, all these little things like pubs, TVs, they'll always be there. But if you've got a goal such as losing weight, getting fitter, stronger, whatever it may be, and that's really important to you, and it's on your mind all the time, and it's affecting loads of areas of your life, which your body shape does, don't bullshit yourself and think that your body shape doesn't affect loads of areas in your life, because it does. Okay? And it should take priority. Raise your expectations. Remember, that coincides with who you hang around with. A lot of you hang around with people that are trying to rein you in and not trying to help you improve. Whereas a coach will just, like I said, will just see what you're capable of and push you and push you and push you and push you. And if your friends can't raise their game with you, then maybe you need to look for some new friends. And your standards, your daily standards, that you are going to turn up for shit when you say you're going to do it. You are going to put effort in. When you're away from the gym, you are going to do the work. You are going to stay consistent and disciplined. You're not going to let your thoughts, feelings and moods take over, because some days, we do wake up in a shitty mood. Some days things aren't going great. You aren't in the best way. But you've got to be able to stay consistent and deliver. It might not be a maximal effort, it might be a minimum effort, but it's still delivering every single day. So if you want to unfuck yourself in 2017, then it has to be, your actions have to be different to 2016. So don't let it drag on, like this video, this short video that it's meant to be. Don't let it drag on. Remember, put yourself with the people, the environment that you want to be in. And like I said, if you need help, ask. There's nothing worse than having a problem or something going wrong and you keep it to yourself. So if you need help with training, nutrition, mindset, whatever it may be, send us a message at Live Life Light and we'll be sure to help you.